You're a special kind of people known as show people. You live in a world of your own.
Working on Broadway and in musical theater for the past 17 years, I've often been asked to perform in concerts around the country, sometimes in large theaters, sometimes smaller corporate industrial events, and I've always been amazed at the audience response. People just love to hear great Broadway singers sing awesome show tunes. Please welcome Jenny Powers,
I feel that spotlight hit me and
Cheryl Stern, Daniel C. Levine,
so I know the show
Rochelle Rack,
so thrilling with show people.
Michael Selbach,
So willing with show people.
Matt Farnsworth,
The show people go
Broadway Backstage gives the audience the inside scoop of actually what goes on during a Broadway show. The show is a cast of 6 Broadway vets who, between all of us, have over 20 Broadway credits under our belts. And there's also a small band consisting of piano, bass, and drum. I had the idea to create a video that runs throughout the show. Now, the video acts sort of as a narrator to the piece, sort of like reality TV.
When I first got the call from Dan, I was in Boston doing another show, and I was going to just be getting back in time for the date that he described. And I thought, oh God, I can't do another one of these benefit Broadway concerts. But then he told me the concept for the show, and he totally turned my head around, because when he told me that we were going to be telling our own stories and that we would be videotaped and that I could bring my photo album to this event and actually show my scrapbook pictures to the audience and tell all my crazy stories from the road, I was there. It was just so fun and so fresh.
So, I'm in the original company of Fosse on Broadway in 1999, and I am in, I think, 3 numbers in 3.5 hours. So, I wasn't on stage very much. You can imagine my frustration. So anyway, time went on. As time went on, I continued to work on all of the choreography, all of the numbers, and I was an understudy. So when Valerie Pettiford left and the show changed over, Anne Ranking and Gwen Verdon gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. I did the numbers I Gotcha and Mine Hair. I mean, it was the Liza Minnelli numbers, come on. So my life was fantastic. When a star comes into a Broadway show, you may not know this, Bebe Neuwirth, Anne Ranking, every time they would come in, they would say, Rochelle, you're no longer going to do Mine Hair. It hurt. So, anyway, we're doing the PBS special, and thank God I still had I Gotcha, because that was it. That was going to be my feature for the PBS special. Well, the night before the PBS special, stage management comes to me and says, Rochelle, Anne has twisted her ankle. She cannot do Mine Hair. And I went, really?
You have to understand the way I am, Mine Hair. A tiger is a tiger, not a lamb, Mine Hair. You'll never turn the vinegar to jam, Mine Hair. So I do what I do. When I'm through, then I'm through, and I'm through. Toodaloo. Don't dab your eye, Mine Hair, or wonder why, Mine Hair. I've always said that I was a rover. You mustn't give your brow, you should have known by now. You very close to doubt me, Mine Hair.
Another fun section of the show is called Costume Mishaps. Now, during this section, I actually tell the story of when I was playing Mary Sunshine in the Broadway show Chicago. In 1998, I was cast as Mary Sunshine in the Broadway revival Chicago. Mary Sunshine is a man in drag singing as a woman, and she's supposed to really, really fool the audience. You're not supposed to know at all that this is a man in drag until the very end of the show. When Billy Flynn, the lawyer, is trying to convince the jury that things are not always as they appear to be. And what he does is he approaches Mary Sunshine, rips her wig off, rips her dress off, and he's supposed to be standing there with a cigar, a tank top, suspenders, slick back hair, and just, regular pants on. So it was my job as the actor playing Mary Sunshine during intermission to remember to put all those clothes on underneath. I'm sure that you guessed it by now, but one show just absolutely forgot to underdress my male clothes, and I felt Billy Flynn coming up to me, and he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, things are not always as they appear to be," and he ripped my wig off, and he ripped my dress off and nothing.
Sitting on stage during the concert, we all are present the entire time and get to watch each other perform. That was a major treat for me as well, because I was sitting there basically in awe of everyone I was on stage with. So much talent, everybody with their own specialty, their own uniqueness that makes them just one of a kind.
I love him, and every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known.
Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your dark histories.
I mean, I'm sick. I mean, he's great. It's me. What's the matter? Talking matter, and the matter's matter. I've rethought the fun we've had, and one fact does emerge. I played the foolish clown, this almost virgin who sings this dirge is on the verge of breaking down. I'm breaking down, down, down. The only thing that's breaking up is my family.
And see how brightly shine, born over the moonlight, until it is true. And know I'll be here, holding you. As long as you're mine.
2000, I was in the Broadway revival of Jesus Christ Superstar, which was directed by Gail Edwards, a really eccentric Australian director who is sort of known for opera and working at the RSC. We were in the rehearsal room rehearsing, and that's when usually the designers, costume designers, and people will come in and start to talk to us about the costumes and show us models of what we might look like. In this production, they were specifically trying to modernize it and make it look a little bit more like Rent or something. So one day during rehearsals, I think maybe I had an eye infection or something, didn't feel like putting in my contacts. I'm almost blind as a bat. I decided to wear my glasses, which I never wear ever in public, to rehearsal. And Gail Edwards saw me in my glasses and decided that that was the perfect choice for my character and that that's the direction my costuming should head in. So she decided to incorporate these horrible glasses, which I never wear in public, into the show, which I would now have to wear 8 times a week in front of thousands of people. I was mortified, to say the least. And without saying too much, those glasses may or may not have disappeared on several occasions. I'm just...
Jesus, the warning I give, please remember that I want us to live. But it's sad to see our chances weakening with every hour.
While the show does have several set segments like the audition or how I got my big break, I'm able to tailor the show to whatever cast I have, so the show is never the same.
Auditioning. I actually like it.
The most important part of auditioning is picking material that's appropriate for the character that you're auditioning for.
Yeah, I don't really like auditioning. I think that I used to be a much better auditioner when I was younger and I didn't know as much.
You know, show them every bit of what you have. You get 3 minutes, and that's it.
I would like to have enough meat to travel along with myself. I would even like to be able to sing a duet with myself. I would like to be here, sing along with myself, and the song should be there, walking down the lane now. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. That's a contradiction in terms of...
My dear, darling daughter, engaged. How wonderful. One boy, one special boy, one boy to laugh with, to joke with, to cope with, have cope with. One boy, not two or three. I got love, I got love, I got love, I got love, 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 I got
The audience response at the Ridgefield Playhouse was overwhelming. I don't think any of us were prepared for how completely delighted they were, and it was a great, great feeling. And there's been so much interest around the country now to bring this piece everywhere that we're so excited that we get to bring our stories and bring ourselves to America.
So willing, we're show people. So willing, the show people go on.
If you like Broadway, you'll love Broadway Backstage.